The world's collective intelligence took a big hit after the loss of one of science's giants.
Hello. My name is Stephen Hawking, physicist, cosmologist, and something of a dreamer.
In 1963, at 21 years old, Hawking was diagnosed with a degenerative disease, ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's. He was given 2 years to live, but surpassed that expectation by more than 50, and will obviously go down in history alongside the great scientist who bookended his life. Hawking was born 300 years to the day after the death of Galileo, and died today on what would have been Albert Einstein's 139th birthday. Hawking, who is also a longtime professor at the UK's Cambridge University, is best known for his discoveries about black holes and his book, A Brief History of Time, one of more than a dozen he's written, which remains one of the best-selling science books to date. Though filmmaker Earl Morris, who directed a documentary about the physicist with the same title as the book, told me today on Boston Public Radio that Hawking liked to say A Brief History of Time is the most widely sold and the least read books in history. Over the years, Hawking also made his mark across pop culture, appearing on shows like The Simpsons, The Big Bang Theory, and inspiring a second film about his life, The Theory of Everything. Though he was confined to his wheelchair for the past several decades, his mind explored outer space. And in 2007, on a zero-gravity flight with NASA, his body followed.
I was lucky enough to experience microgravity on a zero-G flight. For me, this was true freedom. I was Superman for those few minutes.
This morning, NASA tweeted about Hawking. His theories unlocked a universe of possibilities that we in the world are still exploring. May you keep flying like Superman in microgravity. And astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson declared his passing has left an intellectual vacuum in his wake. But he also leaves behind a legacy of discovery, wonder, and humor. Here he is with John Oliver.
You've stated that you believe there could be an infinite number of parallel universes. Does that mean that there is a universe out there where I am smarter than you?
Yes, and also a universe where you're funny.
Hawking was married twice, had 3 kids. His advice to them is something we should also listen to.
1. Remember to look up at the stars, and not down at your feet. 2. Never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose. 3. If you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is rare, and don't throw it away.
He said one other thing I want to share with you. I want to show that people need not be limited by physical handicaps as long as they're not disabled in spirit.